Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Friday, and I think the date is the 4th of December, 2020. I'm in London, and I am live streaming live from London. And our beautiful author today, Mridula, is in. Where are you from?
Dubai. I'm in Dubai.
She's in Dubai. I love technology. So
I love
this
technology, yes.
beautiful goddess is in volume 4 of When the Goddess Calls. As promised from yesterday's interview, we have another lawyer slash spiritual teacher, theta healer, angelic Reiki master, and life coach. How does it get any better than that? Welcome, welcome,
Thank
welcome,
you.
welcome.
Thank you
How
so
are
much for
you?
having me. I'm good. I'm so good. What a beautiful day. It's so bright and sunny here.
You look stunning.
Thank
I
you. It's the
mean,
sunlight.
absolutely. No, really, you look absolutely beautiful. You can see we're a
Thank
bit
you
pale
so
here in
much.
the UK, but you are just
You look
shining.
gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Lola, tell us about you. We call you Lola because on social media, your name is Lola Stitch.
Yes.
But your real name is,
Mridula Bose.
oh, you sound like a film star. So
Thank
So tell us about you, please, please. Because I adore you. I want the world to know about you. You are
Thank
amazing.
you. Thank you so much. Hello, everybody, and thank you so much for having me. I am so excited to be here. And yeah, I'm on volume 4 of When the Goddess Calls. My best chapter yet. I've written I've got a lot of writings. I'm going to publish more, but this chapter is my best. Like I absolutely love it, and I'm so grateful and honored to be a part of this book. I am a lawyer and I hail from India, Kerala. It's a beautiful
Mm.
state. We call it God's own country. And I was born and raised here in Dubai. I've traveled the world, all thanks to my lovely, beautiful parents. My parents taught me abundance from a very young age. And, abundance is also in traveling. Traveling is knowledge, my father always tells me. You get knowledge from books, but, you get a different kind of knowledge from traveling. So I've always viewed myself as a child of the world, as a child of this planet, you know? Um, and somewhere along in my life, I had this, it was like a rock hit me, and I forgot everything. I forgot everything. How special I was, how meaningful life is to me. I forgot it all, and I was just living life blindly. It was like a train wreck. I
Mm.
don't know what hit me.
Mm.
And one after the other, things kept coming up. I started getting memories of my past, and I thought that it was all a lie. Because those were the words that were being told to me by people around me. No, 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 it's all a lie. But as I grew older, I started remembering and I started feeling the pains in different parts of my body. And I realized that it wasn't just once or twice. It went on for a while. I unknowingly, my energy, because I wasn't healed and because I didn't know how to protect myself or anything about energetic connections,
Mm-hmm.
I unknowingly kept attracting more and more people like that into my life.
We're talking about abuse here, aren't we?
Sorry, yeah, abuse,
Yeah,
yes.
we're talking about abuse. Um, eh, we're talking about abuse from a young age, from when you was a baby, and you
Yeah.
started to remember these memories. Um, and people said that you were wrong, but they kept coming and they kept coming, and you knew this was the truth because of
Yeah,
everything that was going on.
everything that was going on. I was always very connected, a very
Yeah.
sensitive empath. I could always feel so much and I couldn't put it in words. I
Mm-hmm.
remember watching I love Oprah. I'm a huge fan of Oprah. And I'd watch her when I was, ever since I was a kid. I was 8 years old, and I remember watching her on TV, and there was an interview that she did with a couple of women who's been through sexual abuse. And I don't know what happened to me at that point in time. I could feel the pain in my womb and in those areas. And I was like, what is this?
Yeah, I hear you.
But I didn't pick it up from other people. It was my body remembering what had been done to me. Because when you go through something like that as a child, and this can even happen to adults, psychologists have proven this to me. I have a couple of friends who are psychologists, so I've discussed all of these things with them. We study it in law as well. When you go through such things, you sometimes shut everything off.
Yeah.
You shut your memory. You shut your gifts off. See, I've
Yes.
been able to speak to passed on souls, beings from other parts of the universe since I was a kid, and I always thought that this was normal. But the reality around me was like, no, it's not normal. So I shut everything off, and it was in 2018 that something else hit me, and I'm like, oh my God, it's all true.
Yeah.
And you were there with me in 2019 when I met you. I couldn't even open my mouth and tell you everything that I've been through, because I tend to be like that. I tend to go within more than outside. And I just could not open up and tell you, but I just started to cry.
Yeah, I remember.
And that's when I thought, oh, because I saw your face online on the website, and I was like, why am I feeling drawn to this person? Why am I feeling called to go to her? But I kept aside. I just sat back and I said, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go. It's probably gonna be like, because I had been to other healers before, and somehow or the other, I'm not blaming anybody, but somehow or the other, they've always made me feel like shit at the end.
Okay.
So that's why I always write and always tell people the right kind of educators and the right kind of healers. Everybody who does this kind of work isn't necessarily honest, or doesn't necessarily have honest intentions for other people. There's a lot of thing about giving money and taking all the money that they have, taking all the money that you have, and not really giving you much in return.
Yeah, I hear you.
I go for everything with a really open mind and without any expectations. And I believe that it's because I don't have any expectations that I get healed, that I have rapid healing skills. Like I heal rapidly. Everything happens to me rapidly. So yeah, and I got confused when I went to all of those other people. And then when I saw your face, I was like, why am I being drawn to her? But I kept back. I held myself back for a long time. And then when I finally got to meet you, I realized it was my resistance to change.
Yeah.
It was past experiences, and it was my resistance, because the things that opened up when I started working with you, when I started to, especially angelic Reiki 1 and 2, and then I came to Bali afterwards, and then I did a healing, a couple of courses. Everything happened so fast, like so quick. Within 6 months, I was like, woof. And I went through, it was a tumultuous time for me. Look, a lot of people can tell you, oh, you need to put the intention of it being with ease and grace. You can do that. But when you've been through something like this, since a child, and you've been hearing things like, no, it's a lie, no, you're making up stories, no, it's not true, it tends to get tumultuous.
Yeah, I mean, you going on that journey, lots of people do now. They'll start their journey and just go, this is it, I'm going on it. And you did. You started your angelic 1 and 2, 3 and 4. You did your masters. You did, I think it was the August, then you went into your masters in the October. Then you went to Bali. You came to Bali with us, and we did the Sacred Feminine, which really opened you up in our retreats. Then you went on to learn theta healing with me, which was a year ago, which was great, which is brilliant, because you're now you come and assist me online when we teach, which is brilliant, which is lovely to have you on there. You're a phenomenal theta healer. And so I've watched you grow. Then you came and you wrote a book. You worked with Joanne and Nicole, who were my business partners, and I've watched you literally just in 18 months completely shift from a timid, you're a lawyer who works in a very masculine energy, you know, lawyers do. We spoke to Liz yesterday, it's very masculine energy, it's black and white, there's no like, you can't feel that the law says yes, the law says no, that's it. And you've worked in this energy and you're a bloody good lawyer. And so you work in this energy, and from that you go into the spiritual side. So then you've got the spiritual, which you're loving because it's helping you feel beautiful and feminine and fairy, and you're a girl again. And you know, you're not in that corporate world. And then from the whole year, you've gone from one to the other, and you have found it tough, because you know, we've spoken a lot, and you're like, you know, that you felt you've become so empathic that you can feel the energies. But what you've planned and what you've created is incredible. You're going to Canada. You're going to emigrate to Canada in the next, well, as we go into the next year. You're going to Canada, and you're going to, wow, just wow, you know. And what do you want to do, darling? What do you want to do over there? And you know, what are your dreams for 2021? What's your dreams for the next decade?
I can be a lawyer in Canada and have my own business, my own spiritual business, helping people raise their awareness. See, I want to be the type of person, the type of spiritual healer or teacher who's like, okay, I charge a certain amount of money, I work with you, and I really, really work with you.
Yeah.
And I send you off feeling like, yay, you know? Not making you feel like shit and making you come back to me and taking more and more and more money from you. I've been through that. I have experienced that, and I do not like that feeling.
Yeah.
And I do not want to do that to anybody else. I want to teach people how to lead their lives. And look, there is darkness in this world. This is a multifaceted world. Yeah. So there's everything in this world. But to find your way back to love, to find your way back to your joy, that's what I love to teach.
Yeah. And it's incredible that you do that. And it is find your way back to the joy, find your way back to the love. And, you know, and that's what I love. And I've referred to Liz again. It's not that, it's just that both of you have been through very similar journeys. And yet I love the fact that you're lawyers from that corporate world where you're coming out to say, hey, look at me. And that's what you're doing. Hey, look at me. I'm not a female masculine. I am a female feminine, and I can step into my masculine anytime I want, but this is who I am. Yeah. And that's incredible.
Strong divine goddess.
You are a strong divine goddess, but you actually know it and believe it, and you own it. And I mean, how is that? I mean, Dubai. Tell us about Dubai. I mean, I've been working there, but tell us about Dubai.
It is a beautiful country, United Arab Emirates. Absolutely amazing. I'm so happy and grateful that I was born here. It is a very masculine energy, more masculine than feminine. And I found a lot of people who are inherently more in tune with their feminine get sidetracked and go into the masculine way because of the pressure.
Yes.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like they don't know any better. It's just pressure, and pressure can do that to you sometimes. And you saw me, swaying a little bit, throughout this year, and I'm like, oh, I don't think I can do this. But pressure does that to you.
Yeah.
Especially people who are so open and sensitive to energies, the energies that you can't see, you tend to get more so pressured and be like, oh, okay, so this is the way I need to be. But no, you need to be exactly the way you want to be. Yes. Not like other people are expecting you to be.
Yeah.
And this is who I want to be in my feminine zone, and I can switch to masculine as and when I want to.
Yeah.
I can put people in their place as and when I want to. Or even if I don't want to put them in their place and I just want to walk away, I can do that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't stand and fight and yell and scream anymore like I used to before. I choose to shrug it off and walk away. But if I
Mm.
really do feel like, okay, this person needs to, learn something,
So
I'll
you've got
just,
boundaries. So you have boundaries now where you
yes, I
didn't have
have
boundaries.
boundaries. I didn't know what boundaries were.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And you and Nicole and Joanne, oh my gosh, you guys were really there for me,
Mm.
teaching me every time I came in for like a session, boundaries. And I'm like, boundaries? What's boundaries? Like, yo, why do I need to have boundaries with my family? Like, I get it with other people, but why do I need to have, but you need to have boundaries with the people who are closest to you.
Do.
That
They're your
doesn't mean
greatest
that you,
teachers.
exactly, that doesn't mean that you dislike them or
Yeah.
anything, but you choose. I don't look, I am a believer that we choose to be in this family. Our soul chooses soul lessons. Our soul chooses where we want to be born, at what period, at what era, and which family. So I chose this lifetime and I chose my stunning family.
Yeah. And you
And
have a beautiful family. You
thank
really
you.
do.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Can you see that painting there? My
Yeah.
nieces painted that for me.
That is, do you know what? I was just looking at that, and that's beautiful. Look at the love heart.
Yeah, I really wanted to keep this there because I'm like, I love my nieces and my nephew, and they
Mm.
painted that for me. That's me and a guy and marriage thing happening in their head. This is how we view you, and I'm like, oh, so cute.
Oh my
Clearly, they know
God.
something I don't. Yeah,
So behind you, I can see that you obviously you love your cards. You work with
yeah,
magic, and you
yes.
have
I have my
essential oils
oils.
there. So tell me
Yes.
about these oils that you
So
because
I
you've
got
done this in Dubai.
Yes, I got introduced to these oils when I was in Bali. And
Uh-huh.
look, I could feel the energy. Like I saw you kept y'all kept the oils and the diffusers going there. And I usually don't fall for such things. I'm just like, oh, maybe it's a marketing scheme. I'm being really honest. This is what I
Yeah, yeah,
thought.
I know.
Yeah. And I walked in, but I could feel a vibration. I felt a calling. And I'm like, who is talking to me? Who's calling me? The oils? They have a
Yeah.
soul, they have a life. I was still in the process of understanding all these things. And my great great grandfather, Govindan Vaidyan, is the reason why we have Ayurveda in my state in Kerala today, because he translated Ashtanga Hridayam, that's like, the whole source and energy of Ayurveda, from Sanskrit into Malayalam.
Wow, your granddad did that.
Yeah, my great great granddad. His name is Govindan Vaidyan, and I never got to meet him, obviously, but he connects with me so much. A man, I don't even know his face. I've never been with him, but when I saw a painting of his, and I was like, oh, mom, he has the same eyes as I do. We have the same look in our eyes. We have this, the same eyes. And he keeps telling me to keep, connecting with Mother Nature. So the essences that I take from Jan Colson, the
Yes.
oils, the crystals that I have, the
Yeah.
Rudraksh mala that everything, it's coming back down to earth. It's connecting and getting really into Mother Earth. There are times when I'm a little bit off and maybe I don't have my oils with me. And my guides, my angel
Yeah.
guides, they tell me, go stick your fingers into the soil. I have a couple of plants in my balcony. Go stick your fingers into the soil. And I'm like, are you nuts? But I
Yeah.
do that and I feel okay.
Yeah.
I
I
feel,
hear you.
oh, I just need a grounding,
Yeah.
you
And
know?
those oils are we call them plant medicine.
Yeah, these are plant medicine. And I'll tell you what, I very recently had to take some harsh medicines
Yes.
and I stopped the course before, completing the course because I was like, this, I had such a big eye opener. I was like, I can't take medicines anymore. And I even went and told my doctor that. I said, no, it messed with my system. I cannot. And so I
Yes.
resorted to these oils.
Uh-huh.
I applied the oils. I meditated with the oils. I prayed. I do mantras every day, just like you guys. So I
Yeah.
prayed with the oils and I'm good. I
Uh-huh.
am so good. I do my gratituding. I do my mindfulness techniques
Uh-huh.
and I am so happy. I'm
Wow, it's
so, so
beautiful.
happy. These are called Young Living Essential Oils. And yes, they called out to me when I was in Bali. The very first oil that made a huge difference to me is, one of the most simplest oils, peppermint. Peppermint is so
Yes.
easily available everywhere. I've bought peppermint from so many different companies and places before, but none of those peppermint oils have ever done to me what it did to me
Because
and
it's
what
the
it
pure.
does to me.
Yeah.
It is the purest
Mm.
form of
Yeah.
essential oils because
Yes.
the
Yeah.
founder of this company has spent billions
Mm.
doing research to
Mm.
give us a little
Yes.
piece of heaven in
Yes.
these
I agree.
oils.
I agree. I agree.
So it broke something within me, and you know, it's breaking the stuff that does not require you, that does not serve you anymore,
I
you know. And it
agree.
broke something within me, and I told you with the end of those 5 days, I'm like, this is it, this is what I
That's
want
it.
to do. I want to
Yeah.
be a part of these oils,
Mm.
and this has
So,
been my life ever since.
and it has, and you've embraced them, and you know, it is when we use these oils. It is about it does they do bring you back into alignment, and they are incredible when and you move forward, and you know that they change people's lives, and they're brilliant. So I'm going to just come off that subject. Just wanted to ask you something else because it came into my head to ask you as you were talking, because it's lovely to listen to you. Tell everybody about Kerala,
I
where you because I
love
know
my
you
face.
love Kerala, and I
I
know that
love
when you,
India. Yeah,
yeah,
I love India as a whole, but you know that there's just something so magical about Kerala. We have so much greenery. Oh my gosh. And we have the backwaters and the lakes. And it's just, and the people are different. You know why the people are different? Because all we want is food and drink and just chill.
yeah, I hear you. How simple is that? Food, drink,
Not
and chill.
food, drink, and chill. This is the village life. You go into the rural area, you're going to this food, drink, chill. I mean, we're not really bothered about the rat race. We're not really bothered about conquering the world. We're just like, this is it. And I love that. I
Wow,
love that. Yes, I'm
wow,
different as a person. I want to conquer
yeah.
the world, definitely world domination. But
Oh, tell us about the travel from Dubai. Are you able to travel out yet? Because I know they're
yeah,
allowed people in.
we are able to travel out, but I'm not going anywhere. Not yet.
Not yet. No,
Yeah, not yet.
no, not yet.
We
And
travel to Kerala like all the time, Kerala and Tamil Nadu all the time. My dad's built a temple, a big, huge, beautiful Brahma temple, and he's
really,
planted all the plants and trees all by himself with his own hands. So there's so much magic in that place as well every time we go there.
where
So
is this?
it's in Tamil Nadu. It's called Tengashi in Tamil Nadu. We have land
Oh,
there, so we built it there. Yes. So
oh my goodness me, how beautiful. So your dad actually built a temple there.
built a temple. He is a huge educator of anti-castes, and he wants to eradicate the caste system. You know that
Yes.
that differentiates people based on just absolute nuttery. So he wants to eradicate that, and he's done such a fantastic job.
Wow.
So, you know,
Wow.
Tina, I've been born into a family of change makers,
Yes.
of people who've been through loads of difficulties in order to lift the vibrations of other people and this planet.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always wondered why do I have this? Like, why can't I just chill like my people? Like, I just want to eat and chill. But no, I have this, you know, this burning desire, this fire within me. I want to protect women and children. I want to teach women and children how to protect themselves. I want to educate other people on why women and children are important. And if you treat us
Amazing.
like crap,
Yeah.
this planet is not going to move forward. We aren't going to ascend to a greater level. So, whatever it is, stop it right now and treat us better, you know?
Wow, that's amazing. Oh,
Thank
I
you.
hear you. I love that. I absolutely hear you. I look forward to traveling to Kerala with you. We've all got that
Oh my
planned.
gosh.
I
Yes, yes,
know.
yes.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I mean we've got plans that we want to do something over there and help
Yeah,
the women.
yeah.
haven't
Yes.
we?
Yeah.
And we will do that. And we
Yeah.
just maybe behind a year or so because of what's happened. But it's good and it's great that you're a lawyer because you know everything when it comes to the laws, so that's brilliant. And if you don't, you would find it out
Yeah.
immediately. So it's amazing to have you in our sisterhood, in our group. I think there's 3 or 4 of you now we have in our group that are lawyers, and it's wonderful because it feels like it's like we have a solid foundation with you there as well. And your chapter in the book is incredible. I know that you're now starting to write another book for yourself because you've really fallen in love with the creativity of writing. So that would be incredible for you to have your book out next year. Incredible. You've got your move to Canada, your business in helping women and children, your lawyer. I mean, goodness me, and above your head I can see you and your beautiful man in a love heart. So
Thank you.
my God, it's just incredible. And what from where you've come from and what you've experienced in your life and your memories, and you traced it back with integrity and grace. And you when people said that you were wrong, you said, no, I'm not, I'm right. And eventually people came to you and said, actually, you are right, we didn't want to admit it. And you stood there in the face of adversity and you said, no, this is me. Hell yes, this is me. And it's you're an absolute goddess. We adore you here. We adore
Thank
you here,
you.
and we can't wait for you to come over as soon as you're able to come over, as soon as the sun's out, because you don't want to be leaving Dubai to be coming to grey UK at the moment. So who knows? I may jump on a plane and come and see you in the next couple of weeks. Just for a cheeky few days. I think I need a bit of sun.
Yeah.
So Lola, so what's next for you now before we finish, because it's 9:27.
Education. I mean, educating the right way. And it's not just me wanting to educate everybody else. I want to educate other change makers. For me, world leaders are change makers, not just people who sit on presidential places or CEO. No, no, no. Those aren't the real definition of change makers. Change makers are the ones who actually get down to that level. Teachers, educators, lawyers, doctors, Ayurvedic practitioners,
Oh,
spiritual healers, everybody. We are all change makers and we are all world leaders. So
mm,
I want to educate the right way
mm.
and not put the masculine down. No, 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 that's not what I do. I'm very fair. I don't ever say, oh, no, men are bad, men are no.
No.
It's to clear that distorted, negative sort of divine, masculine energy that is not divine, because
Mm.
masculine energy really is divine. And I have met amazing men,
Beautiful. Yes, beautiful.
beautiful men in my life. And so to bring that up more and to
Hmm.
balance that with the divine feminine
Yeah,
so that
I
we
hear you.
can truly create such a beautiful, safe, fun, and loving place for everybody.
Yeah. So just one other thing, the Ayurvedic path. Now I'm beginning my Ayurvedic path, and that kicks off next year. And Trivandrum, Kerala is the number one place in the world to do the Ayurvedic, and it's my calling. So your granddad, he he translated it. So tell the world, because everyone will come back on and watch this, even if it's in a year's time. Ayurvedic, Ayurveda. Tell everybody, what is it so that they know.
It is a way of life that takes you back to the ground. We use everything that grows within the ground, whether your oils, your beauty products, your face masks, your massage things, the things that we eat, your medicines, it's all from the ground. It doesn't have any synthesized chemical, yada, yada in it. It's all, and let me tell you something, it's more difficult. Okay. it takes, we always say, you know, in the Ayurvedic part, it takes a longer time than the allopathic medicines, because allopathic medicines is so heavily injected with other stuff, um, that it tends to work quickly. You know, if I take a pain reliever, it tends to work quickly. But with Ayurveda, it's not like that. It takes a while, and it really detoxes your body. It
Hmm.
takes everything out. It's just like a chakra cleansing. It's like a cell cleansing. It cleanses everything, and
Hmm.
your body tends to feel lighter. Your aura, your essence tends to feel lighter, not
Yes,
as heavy
yes.
and as dense. And I haven't gone into a complete Ayurvedic, you know, immersion myself. I did at one point of time,
Mm.
and oh, it was tough.
I know, I did it myself. It was really tough, but
Yeah,
it
it
came out
was
brilliant though.
it
It came out
yeah,
amazing. Mm.
I know it was
Mm.
really, really tough, but
Uh-huh.
and I really want to go back into it again. And it's
Mm.
not easy for me to like be here in Dubai and do the immersion and stuff. I want to be in that place. I want to
Yeah,
be
we
in
need to go to
Kerala.
Kerala. Yeah, yeah,
Exactly. Have
yeah.
to go to Kerala, have to be in that all inclusive, all
Oh,
included, you know,
hmm,
wake
hmm.
up in the morning, alkalize yourself, alkalize,
Yes.
alkalize, alkalize,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, using our oils and just, yeah, just basking in all that glory. You know, we
Mm.
need that time, whether a month or a few weeks, we need to dedicate that time for ourselves. And it's only this year that I have spent a lot on me. I've never spent this much on me. And
Yeah, I
spending a
know.
lot on me feels amazing. I am so abundant, even
Yes.
though I'm spending, but I'm so abundant. Everything
Yes.
just flows easier, more easily
Yes,
to me.
I hear you. It does. And
Yes.
that's it. That's how you feel because you are abundant. It comes back. And also because you're taking care of yourself. When you spend money on yourself, I'm not talking about going out to buy a dress. I'm talking about taking care of yourself and inside, and you place your oils in, you know, and you raise your vibration and you eat the correct food, and there will always be abundance for you to buy that abundance, because once the
Yes.
universe sees that you're really taking care of yourself,
Yes.
really taking care of yourself, um and that and you know, falling in love with yourself is the greatest and highest vibration, and the universe says you go first. Boom.
Yeah.
That's it. So
The universe responds to that vibration, to that frequency.
it does. So Lola, or Mridula, my goddess sister from Dubai, I adore you. Thank you
I love
for the
you.
most
Thank you.
amazing interview. You shine. Your hair is amazing, by the way.
Thank you so much. I use these oils. I use frankincense from Young Living on my hair. Yeah,
Oh my
thank you.
goodness, do you?
Yeah,
Oh, you really are a true goddess. I rub my hair
thank you,
in
thank you.
oils. That's amazing. I'm going upstairs to do that now. So honestly, really, frankincense.
Frankincense, it's amazing for hair, even for dandruff, for anything, any problem that you've got. Frankincense
Okay, so
and
if anybody
tea.
wants frankincense that's watching us, either call Lola or call myself. I think frankincense are about to hit through the roofs now. Everyone's going to buy a bottle of frankincense for their hair. Oh
I
my
mean, I get
goodness
so many compliments in my head. I'm like, frankincense.
me. All right, my queenie frankincense. So thank you for joining us. It's been
Thank
amazing. And
you.
if anyone wants to contact you, they can find you as Lola Stitch on social media, and you can do sessions over Zoom. And
Yes.
she's an incredible healer. Everybody
Thank you.
watching now. So book a session in with our beautiful Lola, and trust me, it's going to be worth it. So
Thank
thank you
you.
so much, darling.
Thank you so
Bless.
much.
I love you. Bye
Bye.
bye.
Love you. Bye.